Today, Italy and France go head-to-head in a best out of 3 rounds match across different time periods or ranks to see which nation will come out on top and move on to the next nation competitor. Will Italy or France win? Take your votes now as we begin our first nation vs. nation face-off. In our 3 matches, our participants got to fight for the side they wanted and can use both aircraft and ground vehicles. In our first match, we go to Advance to the Rhine, where participants had 2 respawns, choosing which vehicles they wanted within the limits of rank 1. Once teams finished spawning, I counted to make sure each side was even. Let's see which nation will be our winner for the first round, consisting of the early World War II era. Most of France seems to be making a strong push down the east side of the map, while most of Italy seems to be pushing off to the west, but more spread out. Participants in the wheeled vehicles were taking advantage of their speed and getting to these spots where they could get some sneaky shots off of any enemies pushing through. And France starting off with doing a great job at this so far, with killing 2 right at the start. Most French tanks are better armored than most of the Italian vehicles, making them slower, but could give Italy the advantage of more map control with their speed at the start. The bulk of the French team off on the east starts to engage with Italy as more Italians start to outnumber the French on the west. I'm not sure what the deal was with so many on the Italian team choosing the L3. It doesn't have very good penetration, which is what you're going to need to get through these tanks. The Lancia, which few on the Italian team had, is probably going to be one of the best weapons, being super derpy. Italy making a great play here, coming up right from behind where most of the French were pushing from on that side of the map. Jeez, and just look at that push the French are making on this side. This may not be enough for Italy. After finishing off most of the French on the west side, those on the Italian team in their own Discord chat were all yelling to get over on this east side to help support them. This concentrated focus from France on this one side of the map is just impressive in mowing a lot of the Italian vehicles down. But it's no surprise when a lot of your team consists of L3s. Yeah, these L3s are just not helping their team. With some of the worst penetration of rank 1, any other vehicle would have been better than those. But it's just such a meme tank, which is why I think so many participants wanted to play with it. Italy is starting to encircle France, that's making their heavy push down the east side of the map, but those respawning in from the French team are coming in and countering that. There is not much Italy is able to do here. So many shots taken against the French vehicles, but they're just so well armored. Why? Why would you spawn in an L3? It just doesn't make any sense. France really has the advantage here in rank 1. Even though they are better armored, their penetration is some of the worst in the game. But when you're facing Italy, that most of their vehicles just don't have a lot of armor, it really works in France's favor. And wow, just got completely derped. 2 tanks taken out at once from a 2C Bis World War I beast. I swear the L3 is going to be the demise of Italy in round 1 here. Most of Italy is trying to hold back France, that's making a strong push toward their spawn, but I don't think there's much hope. When it comes to a situation of applying pressure, France really has the advantage here with that better armor that Italy just can't compete with. Using their maneuverability, even though some of them aren't very fast, trying to flank is really where Italy is going to shine. However, a few participants on the Italian team doing an excellent job holding off some of those that are making just such a strong push. I believe this L3 tried to hide once he saw this S35 came down the road, but didn't fool this guy. This is not looking good for Italy in round 1. France may be our first winner. Will Italy be able to turn things around in round 2? They're going to need to even the score. And down to the last participant on the Italian team. Everyone on the French team is now looking for him. With still 18 on the French team left, France is just cleaning house in this first round. You'll have to let me know in the comments below if this is how you expected the first match to go when comparing rank 1. We now go into round 2 where we put rank 3 to the test, which mainly consists of late World War II, shortly after that somewhat, so let's see how this goes. Italy making a strong push out on the flank while most of France is pushing through town. EBR is also going out on the far side, while more French planes start off in the sky, but Italy already coming up on some of their tails. Taking out the first French plane. EBR is running into a whole bunch of Italian R3s. And a Beretta, ouch. Italy just dominating the air here at the beginning. This could be what they need. Italy is pushing into town very late with France already reaching their side. France seems to have taken the town while Italy seems to be owning the flank. And he seems to be in trouble here. However, Italy coming up right from behind after taking the flank and is now seen just dominating some of the French tanks respawning. Still Italy just owning the skies. There were a few seen on each team with still rank 1 vehicles, which I'm not sure why they decided to choose those. Both sides have visual right into each other's spawns, just killing anyone that's coming right back in. And this is what I'm talking about with that Italian maneuverability. If you know how to use it, it can put these slower, heavier armored French vehicles just in a bad spot. But however, the Italians, just like you had seen here with not much armor, even some of the machine guns can get right through. No luck on that French vehicle. Oh, and our hero in the sky on the Italian team has fallen. France making a strong push here out from their spawn to take that hill from where any Italian ground vehicles have just been sniping them. Italy also doing the same, getting rid of a lot of the French vehicles that are spawn camping. This ARL doesn't even give a rat's. He's going right in to kill what he can. Some on the Italian team no longer spawn protected. A cute little M14 comes around the corner and takes out the ARL. That's impressive. I didn't actually quite know that thing had the penetration to get even through the side of that thing. Those ARLs are just monsters. Will it be enough to get through the jumbo? Didn't even have a chance, poor guy. Oh my gosh, just brutal. These jumbos just coming in here, wasting so many of them. Our Italy is trying to come in and save them. The last of what the Italians had over by the French spawn. Italy also trying to get off all these Italian vehicles from their spawn, but can they do it? So far doing a great job taking out a lot of these jumbos, but these airplanes, looks like France has now taken ownership of the skies. Once again, another rank 1. I have no idea why. Did not help out their team very much, but like I said, they were seen on both sides. Those that were near the French spawn and had taken over that area from the Italians are now moving up behind what's left. And all of them are now concentrating on those trying to respawn. This may be over and could be another victory for France. Italy trying to get very aggressive and get France off of their spawn with those coming up right from behind, but there may not be a chance here. This could bring this best out of 3 to a soon end. which is looking like it's the case. The match has now ended and France has won 2 rounds in a row, making it a victory for France. We tried the modern era, but there's just no point. They already won. Hope you all enjoyed this vid. Stay tuned for the next Nation vs. Nation, and you all stay cool and keep tanking.